Howdy, y'all. Andrew here from Of Swords and Spurs from the Altaloom channel. Just coming to you with a backstory for our wonderful, talented player Ray and their character Savannah Black. Savannah Black is no damsel in distress. Let's make that clear. Not unless she wants to be. Laid in the streets of Orem were dark alleys were a perfect trap set by Miss Black. Her pale skin would glimmer as an alluring bait to any waiting gentleman who thinks they're about to get lucky in whatever way they imagine. Waving her handkerchief to call them over, she waits as they take drunken steps towards her web. Immediately outwitted, outsmarted, and outgunned before they know it, these baited bastards find themselves staring face to face with the barrel of a silver gun. This is a stick up in Madam Black's web, where bad men go to die. As the Orem Dominion started to play a bigger role in the renovation of the town, places for her web got smaller and smaller, driving her out to the Dust Vale frontier, causing her to move in nomadic fashion from town to town and from caravan to caravan. Her reputation unknown to the frontier, so the traps were easy and the prizes were lucrative. Information, gold, weapons, easy things to gain when you have the upper hand in a desolate situation or a dark alley. Not so easy in the crowded streets of the more populated towns like Raven's Roost or Bonewater Gulch. During her stint in Raven's Roost, walking through the bright nightlife, passing by a couple of drunken cowboys stumbling out of a saloon, seemed like the perfect invitation to see what was going on in such a lively place. Stepping through the swinging doors and into an even more illuminated scene, a group of adventurers, a tall elf in black attire, a halfling with a thick southern Blackwater accent, a drunk gunslinger with a white hat, and a very unusual clown with a look that could curdle milk. Jake and Savannah looked at the group of miscreants, Jake, her lovable rat that she picked up along the way, looked at them from a corner table in the shadows, watching them interact like a dysfunctional family. Easy pickings if she played her cards right. They were in the line of sight of the barkeep, so slide by and take what you can while playing coy. And run if you get caught. As she passed the group and reached out to allow her furry companion, Jake, to reach for the gold pouch on the drunk's belt, dangling freely as he sat in a tilted back chair, face covered by his white hat, the other three were playing some kind of card game or dice game. Hard to tell because the clown was yelling something about someone owing him a copper. Jake's little hand grazed the drawstring on the bag, and everything that happened next was in the blink of an eye. The elf with dark red eyes and in all black was behind Savannah, his delicate hand on the small of her back. The clown-faced man was on the table smiling wildly, gun drawn, and the halfling with the mustache was eye level as he also stood on the table, hand on his holsters. And lastly, the gunslinger held Jake in one hand, and in his other was his gun, the brim of his white hat slightly tilted upward towards his eyes, searching for Savannah. "Nice to finally meet you, Savannah Black," the dark-haired elf said in a cool, calm tone. "We've been hoping to acquire someone of your skills for a while now. If it were any other man, you would have had yourself a nice little payout. Luckily for us, this bastard is as broke as he can be. He just keeps bullets in there." Savannah looks back and forth between the crew, then finally stands up straight, holding out her hand flat towards the man holding Jake, a silent warning to release her partner in crime back to his rightful place at her side. "Silas, why don't you pour us another round and one for our new friend here? I think we need to discuss out the fine print of this fine thief joining our gang." The elf smirked and pulled his chair out for Savannah, and then took a seat next to her. The other gang members returning to their seats, and the guns in their holsters. By the end of the night, Savannah had found herself a new family, one she could count on.